Hello ladies and gentlemen and everybody. Here we are again, the Music Reel live sessions at Lyrics Underground, and it's a launch gig, a single launch as a matter of fact, for the Reductors, and this is Don Albertini.
And this is Bob Gordon, and I hope you enjoy tonight's show.
Thanks to our sponsors, Mega Music.
I lost my mind in Rachel, rode on a silver saucer. I dined on deadly nightshade, drank the poison water. The tremors flowed through me, the cold crept into me. I was so low, I was so low, I was cut down by that terrible blow. I did some time in Lovelock. The guardhouse was deserted. I slipped out through the courtyard. The crisis was averted. The tremors flowed through me. The cold crept into me. I was so low, I was so low, I was cut down by that terrible blow. I left my heart in Rachel, worst of all my blunders. My sleepless sorrow lingers, my restless mind still wanders. The tremors flowed through me, the cold crept into me. I was so low, I was so low, I was cut down by that terrible blow. Thank you very much indeed.
We're still here, thank God, at Lyrics Underground, and look who's rocked up. It's none other than Luke from the Reductors. How are you?
Welcome.
Hi.
Well, again, welcome to Lyrics Underground.
Thank you. Thanks
how's
very much
COVID been for
me.
you?
Quite bizarre. Like when we were first locked down, I thought it was going to be an adventure. You know, we could create a new sort of dynamic. And for the first 2 weeks, I was all about that, and then I got pretty sick of it, and the rest of it was just depressing. So I'm glad that we have a little bit of opportunity to spread our wings. But I do feel for those of our country and other countries that aren't able to do that at the moment.
We're very
so
lucky.
we're very conscious of that.
Are you happy chasing what you'll never chase again? Is it worth the penny that you'll never ever end? Take a look outside your head, wipe the table into bed, watch the numbers as you tumble down under the ground. Are you happy sacrificing everything you own? Is it worth your precious things if you are left alone? Take a hold of someone's hand, pray for safety when you land. Ain't no triage operating down under the ground. Can you see the places where your darkest horrors hide? Blinking in the daylight, now the doors have opened wide. Look at everyone you know, take some heavy, let some go. Run from all the things that drag you down under the ground. Thank you very much.
And so you're launching the band's new single, Body Scan, tonight. It's already was nominated for Song of the Year award, as we've noted. I thought you were getting my chips.
No, I'm not stealing your
There's some pretty serious themes in that song, so tell us about it.
Yeah, well, it's really a criticism of the way in which sort of norms and of society in relation to body myths and body shaming, and exploring, in essence, our bodies are just machines to carry our minds around, and yet that there's a whole dimension of what you look like, which can be quite damaging in terms of, and I know people who have been particularly affected by that. So it's exploring that issue and criticising some of those norms and the kind of rules that appear to be, particularly with popular advertising and so forth.
For sure.
obsolete design. Serum, speculum, proton, antigen, neuron, pathogen, ovum, cranium, nobody image, nobody shame. Serum, speculum, proton, antigen, neuron, pathogen, ovum, cranium, nobody image, nobody image, nobody image. Thank you.
So you, I understand, grew up in Wales.
I did,
and
yeah.
are deeply influenced by the Manchester punk and post-punk bands from that
Yeah.
late 80s and 90s
Yeah.
or thereabouts. What is it about that place and that era of bands that like inspires you to this day?
Oh, that's a good question. I think because it contained the punk energy, and a really a way in which they were conveying, communicating and connecting, which resonates with me. But also the fact that that post-punk era created such a variety of sort of music, deconstructing music, and the opportunity to create something brand new, which had never really been done before. And so, and I love, rock and roll music, like guitar music. So, coming out of that period, it was really exciting musically.
It's definitely a hotbed of music in Manchester.
Yes.
Yeah.
Down at the docks, near the lighthouse on the rocks, is a flagship of the Navy pulling in. Sailors galore are dispatched to the shore on an odyssey of drunkenness and sin. In the hotels of this crumbling little town by the seaside, where the sun is shining down, the ashes of its vanity is scattered in the dirt, and every day the wind blows in to lift up all its skirt. Beatniks and bums in the doorways of the slums see their lives all spread around them on the ground. Newspaper beds for their grizzled, puzzled heads, and a pile of cigarette butts that they found on the pavements of this crumbling little town by the seaside, where the sun is shining down. The ashes of its vanity is scattered in the dirt, and every day the wind blows in to lift up all its skirt. Send a postcard from this crumbling little town by the seaside, where the sun is shining down. The flags fly on the fortress, they're tattered and they're faded. Its legions are dishonored and their monuments degraded. The ashes of its vanity You're scattered in the dirt, and every day the wind blows in to lift up all the sky. 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 Sky.
Well, finally, what is lying ahead for Reductors? What's coming up?
Well, we're sort of 3/4 of the way through recording our next album, and there have been some interruptions with the lockdown and what have you, but we're in the process of finishing that off, so we anticipate that we'll release that next year, and in the meantime we might release another single, and we're certainly looking at doing a bit of touring in Western Australia in the back half of this year.
Sounds like a good plan.
It's a plan.
It's
and
a
it's good to
plan.
have
Plan.
one. Yep.
It's good to have plan.
I hope it
yeah.
doesn't change for you
Absolutely.
again. Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
And that's all we have time for this week. We hope you enjoyed this episode. We'd love to thank our new sponsor, Mega Music, and to Lyrics Underground.
And well done to the Reductors on their single launch and their plans going forward in these uncertain times.
Brilliant. Thanks for watching.
See you next time.